I have a work meeting in like 45 minutes, so I really need to get this going. Hey everybody, Nick from 9card TCG, and today we're going to be looking at a single prize Pokemon because, well, I think that we should. And single prizes have been able to, I don't want to say thrive, but single prizes have been able to put in a little bit of work because everyone expected Rapid Strike Urshifu to just be crushing it, and it's not because of Dragapult and Shadow Rider Calyrex being as good and as popular as they are, and that's keeping Rapid Strike Urshifu kind of in check a little bit. We do have other Rapid Strike boxes that use Rapid Strike Urshifu, but because Rapid Strike Urshifu isn't just annihilating everything, single prizes can do a little bit of work, and so that's what we're going to do today. Single prize, single strike Urshifu is a very good card. 140 HP. It's a dark type, so it's going to hit those Dragapults and those Shadow Riders for weakness. Single strike type Pokemon, which means we can pair it with Houndoom, single strike energy, all that fun stuff, and we're going to. But it has the Field Crush attack, 50 damage, and if there's a stadium in play, discard it. Now, this is great for getting rid of things like Path to the Peak. Even though we don't play anything with a rule box, so Path doesn't apply, we can still just get rid of a stadium that might be helping our opponent as opposed to maybe trying to hinder us. It also has Fist of Strife, 100 plus damage. If this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, we do 100 extra damage. Now, it's really similar to Umbreon V's attack, Moonlight Blade, where it does 80 plus 80 more if it has any damage counters on it. And we're using the same thing. We're using Houndoom to not only accelerate energy, but to get damage onto our Urshifu. Single Strike Roar lets us search our deck for a single strike Pokemon and attach it to any one of our single strike Pokemon. In doing so, the Pokemon that we attach the energy to does take 20 damage. Now, I know that sounds like, why would I want to damage my own Pokemon? And there are times where, like, you either can't accelerate damage or a Pokemon will take the knockout or get knocked out because you accelerated too many energies to it. That does happen from time to time. However, it is a prerequisite for single strike Urshifu here, Fist of Strife, to do extra damage. It's not the only way for the secondary effect to kick in, but it's definitely the easiest, and you can do it on your terms. We are running 2 copies of Gourmandized Snorlax because we don't have a Crobat. Since this is a single prize deck, we need something to kind of draw cards, so we can sacrifice a Snorlax in order to draw a fresh 7 cards if we have none in our hand, and it's just an easy way to kind of buy a turn. We do have Stonjourner. It's not my favorite fighting type, but it's a single type. It's a single strike Pokemon, and it's a single prize Pokemon. It does 120 damage. You can bump that up with some single strike energies to do 160 damage, and if you're hitting something that's weak to fighting with 160 damage, you're probably going to be taking the knockout. Not Eternatus. You actually need to have 3 single strike energies on this Stonjourner in order to hit an Eternatus VMAX for weakness and take it out in one shot. Not really my favorite attacker. You can go with something like Surfetch, but that is a stage 1. This is a basic. You throw it out and accelerate a bunch of energy to it and start swinging. The rest of the deck is going to look really similar to every other single strike deck that you're seeing do well in top tournaments like Zach Lesage's Late Night Series, Chill TCG. I recently placed 19th in the Sunday Open, 19 out of 187 or something like that. So using single strike Urshifu is a really good option. Ordinary Rod to get some energy and also get our Pokemon that we might have to discard early on that get knocked out. Really good way to get them back so that we can continue to play. Quick Ball so that we can find what we need. We do have 1 copy of Switch. We do have a Tool Scrapper because we need to get rid of things like Cape of Toughness on Zacians and on Suicunes so that we can take the 1-hit knockout on those, because they will take the 1-hit knockout back, and we don't really want that if we can avoid it. 4 urns, 4 towers, what do you expect? The rest of the deck is really, really simple. 4 single strike energies. We are running 2 capture energies. We're not running more capture energies just because single strike Urshifu has 2 dark and 1 colorless versus 1 dark and 2 colorless. So we need to have a little bit higher concentration of basic dark energies to meet that requirement. Yes, the single strike energy can meet the dark energy requirement, but if we don't have that urn, we don't want to be stuck not being able to attack. So that's the deck. Let's go see how it does. If this is your first time watching the channel, clicking this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving me a try. If you like what you're seeing, hitting the subscribe button and bell notification really do help out the channel. And if you absolutely like what you're seeing and you really want to help this channel grow, hitting the like button and leaving a comment are the best ways to tell YouTube that this is a good video and other people should watch it. Now, we are not going first here, and that is a little bit of a problem, right? Because we definitely want to go first since we have so many evolutions. We don't have a quick ball, we don't have a capture energy to get a Houndour onto the field. We have to take 2 mulligans. They're playing Suicune Ludicolo most likely. It's going to be a tough one. It's definitely going to be a tough deck. Hopefully we can pick up a Houndour. No, we don't. They get the Zacian. So it's a Zacian Ludicolo. I mean, I could have guessed by the metal sleeve, deck box, and coin, but sometimes people just do different things. So I'm going to go ahead. This is not looking good. This is, if they get another energy on there, we are in a lot of trouble. They don't, luckily. Doesn't mean they won't be able to draw into one. We're actually going to Tower of Darkness away. And we draw into, but we get a quick ball, so that's fine. We'll deal with the Tool Jammer, I think. And we'll just gourmandize. Alright, hopefully they don't boss up my Kubfu. You know, because at least next turn I can attach an energy, I can accelerate one with Houndoom, and then I can research after dropping my other Kubfu and Houndour onto the bench. They're going to research, which is very, very good. What are they getting rid of? Drizzile, Ludicolo, and they have 3 metal saucers gone. But they did get the other energy. Do they have a switch or an air balloon? They might look for an Oranguru here to try to... Oh, they're going to go for a Sobble. Okay, that makes sense. And they're going to Intrepid Sword try to set up this one. But they miss. So we get the other Houndour. We get a Houndoom. We get a Kubfu. Now, this is where things get tricky. Because we can't technically attach this single strike energy to Kubfu because it's not a single strike Pokemon. So, we have to... I'm going to Tower first, see if I can... It's going to go into the discard pile anyway, so see if I can get an Evolution Incense. I do. Kind of wish I got rid of the Houndour. Well, I picked... maybe I should have... Did I... Oh, God. I don't even know what I just did. I think I grabbed the Houndoom by accident because I'm stupid. We're going to Ordinary Rod. We got 2 Pokemon back in the deck. Actually, we're gonna... We got a Houndoom. Just because I want to be able to draw into it. And then we are going to... Gourmandize because I can't get the Snorlax out of the active. We get a Marnie, so that's nice. And we can start to set up our other Kubfu. We have the other Urshifu. So it's just a matter of, do they look for a switch with this Drizzile, or do they look for a boss? They go for the Inteleon, which means they could get both, which is like a huge problem. So if they get boss air balloon, boss switch, whatever, then we're in some trouble. Escape rope, boss's orders. So they're gonna escape rope first. If I give them this, they don't have to boss. If I give them something else, then they're going to boss. So, I'll give them the other Kubfu. Now, I don't think I'll be able to counter KO next turn. It's so unfortunate that we just didn't have a switch or something. Get the other Kubfu, because we have... We'll tower away the tower here. They don't seem to be having a lot of stadiums. We get an Urn, which is very nice. I'm going to save that other Urn. And I am going to Marnie. Try to look for an energy or a Houndoom. That would be super good. We get an energy. Perfect. But we attach one this turn. No! No! Ah, man. So we're going into the second match here, and I did make a change to the deck on the fly. I did get rid of Tool Jammer and replaced it with another switch. That seems to be something that I'm really lacking, and I need to be able to get Pokemon out of the active spot. Even though I had a switch and 2 Air Balloons, I'm just not able to find them. So that's what we're doing. We lost the coin flip again. I am really struggling with this single prize deck. Okay, we have an Air Balloon and a switch, so we can put Snorlax in the active. And that's okay. I would really like to see an energy so I can get this Kubfu going, but I can't see a single strike energy. This looks like another Zacian deck with Cape. That's annoying. Just having a lot of trouble setting up. There's a quick ball. Crystal Cave, there's a stadium, and hopefully if they hit 2 energies, just the one, but you know, it's sometimes all they need. So I'm going to go ahead and quick ball away that. We'll get a Houndour. I'm going to go ahead and Air Balloon. Let's Marnie. I kind of feel like I really need an energy to start. Whiffing an energy is a big problem here. That's not bad. I can do this. We can capture energy, get another Houndour onto the field. We can tower. I say from there we can gourmandize. I think that's pretty good. And then we got the Urshifu, we got an energy, we got an Evolution Incense, so we technically can go ahead and power up our Urshifu. They're going to go ahead and cape. If they knock out this Snorlax, I don't think I'd be super upset. Because then I'd be able to get this Kubfu into the active spot. But with cape, I can't take the knockout. They're looking for that energy, that's why they're using Primate Wisdom, try to find that energy. They get a Crystal Cave. And there's the energy, Brave Blade. Not super upset about that. I would love to see a research or a scrapper. That would just be super lucky. There's the Urshifu. We'll throw Tower. We are going to attach. We're going to Evolution Incense. We're going to try to thin this deck a little bit. Let's go ahead and quick ball away. I want to get rid of the Zacian, so we're going to quick ball away the boss, I think. I don't have to worry about Zamazenta walling us. I'm going to go ahead and get another Kubfu. And we're going to tower. Not what we want. Not what we want. So we're going to go ahead and retreat into a Kubfu. And I don't really want to accelerate any energy here because I don't want to put it on an Urshifu just for it to get knocked out. Maybe I should have attacked. But I really try to... maybe I should have attacked. The other Zamazenta's not active, and then I honestly... But I don't have anything to... I don't have anything to take a KO with. They're going to Marnie, which is super nice, so they're not going to be able to boss up my Urshifu here, and I get to see a few more cards. Maybe I can find that Tool Scrapper research that I'm looking for. There's a research. It's very nice. So, let's see. Maybe I can find the Tool Scrapper. Do I need... Maybe... I mean... Zacian and Suicune decks are very, very popular. So, running Tool Scrapper, Tool Jammer, not necessarily the worst thing in the world. They are going to... they're just trying to use Brave Blade 2 turns in a row. So, we'll send up our Urshifu here because it has the Air Balloon. I can always free retreat. There's Marnie. I don't want to give them a card. We're going to tower away the Urn. We can go ahead and attach an energy here. Let's quick ball away this Marnie. Get another Kubfu out. Trying to thin. And let's go ahead and research. Cannot find... How many single strike energies do we have? We have 2. Okay. But now this is okay, because I can single strike Roar onto one, single strike Roar onto the other, and now I can at least attack twice. So we can go ahead and Fist of Strafe. It won't do as much as I need to take the KO, but at least next turn I'll be able to. Worst case they Marnie, I can still go ahead and Field Crush, even though I don't really want to. I'll still be able to get the knockout with Field Crush. Their other Zamazenta's not set up, although it's getting pretty close. So they're going to be looking for something to try to find a switch. So that they can't, of course... Of course they get the switch. But they do have one card in their hand. It would be great to research into a Tool Scrapper, because then this would get knocked out and I would be able to attack over there. So we're going ahead and we'll attach an energy. We're going to tower away the Houndour because I don't know how many we have. We do need an Urn, unfortunately, because I can't waste all these Urns and not get those energies back. We'll go ahead and research, even though it's a little risky to get rid of my switches. Just can't find this Tool Scrapper. I got 8 cards left. It might be prized. I probably should have... Should I be looking to see if it's prized? No, it's there. It is there. I'll find it next turn. Go ahead. Fist of Strafe. What are the odds? Just can't find one card. A research. And a single strike energy. So I'm like on the verge of decking out over here. Hopefully they don't find an energy. If they do find an energy, I'm in a lot of trouble. They're going to research. They're going to look for that energy. Can they not find it? That's the one little break I need this game, is to not find an energy. So if they Intrepid Sword, I am in business, because I can start to power up this Kubfu. Maybe not. They find a saucer for the other... I don't think I'll be able to. I don't know. They're going to Primate Wisdom. They got one more attempt. They already researched this turn. So if they didn't find the energy here, all they can do is Intrepid Sword. Never mind. They have a Crobat. course they do. But it seems like they're having the same trouble I did with the Tool Scrapper to find this energy. So, kind of works. A little game's a little balanced, as all things should be. And there's the Intrepid Sword. I guarantee they hit at least one energy off of this. Yes, they do. So now I'm in a lot of trouble. I can't research. I can go ahead and Tower. We're gonna Marnie. That's kind of nice, because then I'm gonna draw the last 5 cards, which means that Tool Scrapper's in there. There's the Tool Scrapper finally. So we'll go ahead and evolve. We'll earn. And now I can start to set up my other Urshifu over here. Now let's go ahead and fish the strafe, not field crush. I don't want to get rid of that tower, and I don't want to not knock out this Oranguru. There's an Evolution Incense, but at least we have 2 Pokemon set up, so they will be able to take the KO, unfortunately. Right? I assume they find an energy here. I mean, how do they not? Yep, there it is. All because I couldn't find a Tool Scrapper. I lost this game because of not being able to find Tool Scrapper. I didn't want to play Tool Scrapper last turn, because then there's a chance that during their next turn, they just go ahead and put a new one on. Go ahead and Ordinary Rod. We'll do both. We'll get a Kubfu and an Urshifu. And we'll get 2 energies. Just trying not to deck out here. So now we can go ahead and Scrapper. And let's go ahead and try to get another Kubfu on the field. Nope, we draw into our 2 energies. What are the odds? There's an Air Balloon. That would have been nice. And Houndoom not super needed. Ah, boy. Not looking good. If they get, if they don't get an energy here, we can win, because they already have the Air Balloon, so they can't put a cape on. So if they whiff the energy, we win. If they don't, we lose. So it's that simple. Nope, they got it. So they're gonna win. Ah, man, this is so irritating. Because we have our quick ball. Yeah, we used a lot of resources in this game. They just had the answers. So yeah, there's nothing we can really do. We can't single strike roar. We can't do anything. So that's the game, unfortunately. So I don't know. Maybe the Tool Jammer is needed. Maybe the Tool Scrapper is needed. I have a second Tool Scrapper. I have no idea. But yeah, it's just the way it goes sometimes. We got pretty close. I think this deck had, for the most part, everything it needed in order to win. If they're not going to retreat and just attack, I'm not going to sit here and... Getting into the final match of the video, and I feel a little... I don't feel good about this deck. I feel every turn, I feel like I'm hoping and wishing for a piece. I feel a little like no matter what I do, it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, I'm sure there are better ways to have played this, but I just don't think this is particularly good. You need some other search. Maybe Skyla would be a good option in this, so that you can at least find the thing you need. Rapid Strike Urshifu. awesome. So that's like not particularly good. We get a Houndour, so really don't have many options. They might be playing a Sylveon Rapid Strike box if they're gonna have Great Balls to search Pokemon. They're gonna have a Rangaroo. So yeah, not good for us. But we'll see, right? I mean, yeah, there's the Sylveon. They got the alt arts. Definitely don't like that. All art everything. So they're going to end their turn with Dream Gift. Look for that Air Balloon. Best I can. Let's try it. It's not going to do anything because Sylveon's going to come out next turn with a Rapid Strike Energy and then hit us for, it doesn't matter how, they're going to Dream Gift immediately. Wow. Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But we'll just hit the Rangaroo. We'll take a quick prize, I guess. We don't have any search whatsoever. It's not good. Unless they have Raihan in their hand, where they can attach a Rapid Strike Energy and get it. No. So they might just strafe. But strafe will not do 150 here because the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX did not move into the active spot this turn unless they go ahead and retreat with Air Balloon and then play Switch. But if your Rapid Strike Urshifu V moves from the bench to the active and then you evolve your VMAX, that does not activate Gale Thrust secondary effect of doing 120 more damage. So that's good to know. The only way it works is if the VMAX itself was on the bench. And they're going to hit it for 30. Can we get a Marnie? Okay, Kubfu's not bad. I don't want it to move. That's why we're playing that right away. And we're gonna try something weird. We're really gonna try to keep this in the active. Get rid of its stadium. Get rid of the Air Balloon. I don't want it retreating unless they have a hard switch. I mean, they might have another Tower of Waters. If they do, then that's really unfortunate. They do. Wow, that's really unfortunate. But they're just gonna hit me for another 30. So they have how much health? 260. Oh, that would have been 220, 240. Still not enough. So now I'm going to Fist of Strafe, I guess. Because if they leave this in the active or if I get into a boss somehow, I can use Field Crush if I don't draw into an energy to be able to take the knockout on that Urshifu. They will have the option to retreat, but they didn't last turn. It looks like they're trying to find something, right? They have these Spiral Energies. They're really looking for Rapid Strike Energy, and they just don't have it. So they're trying to really weaken up my Urshifu here. We get a Tower of our own, which is nice. We can thin out the deck a little bit by getting another Single Strike Energy onto our Urshifu here. We get Evolution Incense to find, I guess, a Houndoom, right? And we can tower it away, see if we can draw into like a Marnie or, okay, we don't. Quick Ball would have been cool. Now let's go ahead and we'll just Field of Strafe. We'll take our 3 prizes. There's an Urn. If they G-Max Rapid Flow, we do lose, which is like pretty unfortunate because I couldn't get another basic Pokemon into play because I can't find anything. There's the Raihan. And here comes the G-Max Rapid Flow. They're going to hit my 2 Urshifus. It'll knock them both out. And we just lose because of it. Yep. I have a Quick Ball now, but it doesn't really help me too much. Get another Kubfu, I guess? I don't know. Tower the tower. Try to see if we can get another Houndour. We don't. Just dump it all. So annoying. They're going to look for the Rapid Strike energy so they can go ahead and retreat into either Max Harmony, which is what I expected. They don't necessarily need the Tower Water now that they have the Air Balloon because they can only retreat once per turn. But they get the Rapid Strike energy for next turn anyway, assuming I don't have... I mean, it doesn't matter if I have Harmony because they can just Rapid Strike search for it next turn. So we kind of really... I think we really need a Houndoom next turn. Don't have any. Because they're all in the discard pile. Because that's how this game wants to be. Right, I can't do that. I can Evolution Incense. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really make too much of a difference what I do. Do both. Get 2 Houndooms. Get 2 energy. Tower what I can get away. And we'll retreat into one of our Houndours. Marnie research, that doesn't really matter too much. The only way it'll matter is if I can tower a boss and a Houndoom. Boss and Houndoom. I get the... It's not good enough, right? Because I can't... I don't get damage on it. But we'll just start doing... If we had picked up a Houndoom, that would have been game. Would have been game if we had picked up a Houndoom. Or an Evolution Incense, which is probably also in the discard pile. Kubfu. They can just G-Max Rapid Flow, and yep, there's the game. There is the game. So there you have it, single prize Urshifu. Not a fan, did not enjoy it. I always felt like I was just missing pieces, whether it was 1 or 2 pieces. I couldn't get it to meld and mesh together. I don't know if it's because the list is not optimal, if it's just not a particularly strong deck, just because you lost things like Oricorio. And if you're playing pure single prize, maybe if we were playing with a couple of 2 prize Pokemon, but that's not a single prize deck anymore. So it's just not very, very good. But that is going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you never miss another video. If you absolutely want to help out the channel, leaving a like and a comment are the best ways to tell YouTube this is a good video and other people should watch it. And I have links to my social and Discord, all that kind of stuff in the video description. But like I said, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.